Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Joyful House. It is so good to be back with all of you. I have missed you so much. I am so glad the last 3 weeks are hopefully behind me for the rest of 2025. Oh my gosh, I don't like being sick. And I've learned that I am not a patient. And if you don't believe me, well, you can ask Mr. Joyful on Friday night. I have no patience for being sick, and I don't know that many people do, but I think I am the worst patient. I am so glad to be mobile. I am glad to be independent again. Wow, it is great to be back with you. Let's go to the chat and see who we have here in this wonderful, joyful house tonight and who we can give some great big nugs to. And if you are new here, welcome in. So good to have you. And don't let nugs scare you. That is just simply a great big old hug around the neck. I am sure that you guys are already giving each other some nugs and joy, but let me go over and welcome each and every one of you. All right. Hello, Pam's Crafty Heart. It is so great to see you. My day was great. I am slowly but surely getting everything caught up in the office at work, and so that is great. Yesterday was a federal holiday for President's Day, and I did go in for a little bit and work to get caught up some. Then went and spent the rest of the afternoon and evening with my parents, was able to do the live with the Joy team from my mom and dad's back porch overlooking the lake. So that was really nice and cozy and fun to be in a different environment for that. And then today I got a lot done. Now I just need to give myself some grace and some time to get caught up in the studio. In fact, we're not going to be able to do some of our normal things tonight because, y'all, 3 weeks is a long time to get behind on. So I've got a lot to get caught up on. But finally, I did get caught up on all comments. So all the comments on my channel have been answered. Unless they came in within the last couple of hours, then they have not been answered. And I have already been through about maybe almost 200 emails since I got off work. So I am slowly but surely getting those caught up. Unfortunately, I have not been able to go through all of them. So I did not get all the finished makes that you guys have so graciously sent in over the last couple of weeks while I was down. So I don't have that to share tonight. And of course, there's no bloopers because if I haven't made videos in 3 weeks of being sick, the only blooper I have was being sick. And I promise you, I didn't film any of that because y'all did not want to see any of that. So we will bring all of that back next week. I could have canceled tonight, but I was like, you know what? No, I'm just going to go on and be truthful as I always am. I don't have that stuff for you guys tonight, but we do have other things that we can share and celebrate over. So we're going to do that. All right. Plus we have that giveaway tonight to do since we were not together at the beginning of February. So we got that business to take care of. All right. Welcome in Samantha and Dom P. Hello, hello. And oh, thank you, Dawn. I do appreciate your joy thumbs, and I do hope that you will consider leaving those. Always appreciate them. So thank you, Dawn, for reminding everyone. I appreciate that. Hello, Candy. Good evening to you. It's been a while since I've talked to you, so good to see you. Hello, Carla. Carla, you were one of the emails I just was able to respond to. So sorry that response is late. I know you know I've been sick, but not anymore, but was sick. Let's use that correct terminology. Was sick. But I'm sorry that I did not see that email sooner. So please make sure you go and check out my response. As always, thank you guys so much for loving on each other when you come in. It just makes my heart smile when you go above and beyond just greeting the host, but also greeting all of our friends that are here in the Joyful House. So thank you so much for that. Hello, Angela. Welcome in. She said she is doing great. She's drinking water and she is working on her scarf. Well, I can't wait to see it finished. Hope you will share that with us so we can share it here on our Joyful Adventures. Hello, Kim. Welcome in. Kim, I need to text you later about something. So be watching for that. If I don't do it by 9 o'clock, hold me accountable and say, "What's up, girlfriend?" Hello, Jen. Welcome into the Joyful House. How are you? And everyone is greeting each other. Thank you so much for that. Kim, you just make my heart smile. She says, "Howdy, Queen of Joyful, Cynthia." Well, howdy to you. And no, I'm not canceling our play date, but that's what it's about. All right. Dawn says, "Hope you enjoyed your time with mom and dad last night." I did. We had a really great time. As soon as Todd and my son Jonathan got there, we finished raking up the last of the leaves. My son went over last Monday. He had off and he went over and he did the majority of it, which was really good for Todd. It gave Todd a little bit of a break. Todd and I did it the last time for my dad. But with the hurricane, when it came through, it brought so much extra. And it was a lot. It was a lot. But he was young, he's strong, and he got most of it done. So there wasn't a whole lot for us to finish up, but just enough. And we were able to get that done and have a wonderful, beautiful dinner together. And then Jonathan headed out because it was cold and he came over on the motorcycle. And then Todd visited with my parents for a while I did our member live. And then afterwards, I got to visit with them for a little bit, an hour and a half after that. And then we headed home and went straight to bed. Although we did get some bad news after we got home, and I'll be sharing that in just a little bit and asking for your prayers. Let's see. Hello, Deb. Welcome in, y'all. Deb is a new family member to the Joyful family, so it's so good to have her here. Deb, we are in the process of kind of getting back in the swing of things. Unfortunately, I ended up getting sick from my boss, and then I got some other something or another, and then I ended up getting a bad bacteria of E. coli. It's been a crazy 3 weeks, but I am so excited to be back on a normal schedule, back into the adventure of life and the channel and everything else. So I'm excited to be crocheting again too, you guys. That's a long time to not crochet. So welcome in, Deb. I am doing fantastic today, Samantha. I am better than the best. So it has been a great day. Hello, Zach. How are you, my beautiful friend? Thank you so much for all your sweet little thinking of yous and praying for me. I greatly appreciate that, my friend. And how are you doing? Are you continuing to heal and recover? Because I know you had been under the weather for a while as well. So good to see you. Nugs. He says, "Hello, Cynthia. Dentist update. I got a cleaning done and I found out I got 3 darn cavities. So gonna have to go back next Monday." Well, shoot on that. Sorry you've got some cavities, but I'm glad they've caught them and I'm glad that they're going to be taking care of them. Hello, Vicky with a Y. How are you tonight? So good to see you. You guys, Mr. Joyful and I have been missing you guys. Cannot wait for movie night to come this Friday. Anyway, and I'm going to tell you about all the things we missed during that time and when we're going to be making them up as well tonight. So we'll get all of that covered. She says, "Hope you're having a better, just don't overdo it since you're feeling better." I know, right? Vicky, you sound like you know me. I am very, very happy to be back in here. I'm happy to be back on the lives. I've missed you guys so much. And I have some things to share with y'all. Some we'll do tonight, some we'll do next week when I'm a little bit more organized. Y'all know how I like to be organized. All right. Hello, Doris. Welcome in. How are you doing, Doris? So good to see you. And Doris, I know I have an email from you and I'm hoping to get it answered tonight, but if not, hopefully in the next day or two, because tomorrow is going to be a different and kind of difficult day for Todd and I, and I'm going to share all that later. Want to get through the chat first, but I owe you an email and it is coming, my friend. No, I love you so much. All right. Hello, Tiffany. Welcome into the Joyful House. And you guys, so far, I need to do something. We've got two that I know of in the house. We've got two of our Joy Team Eagles in the house. So let's just do a big shout out to them real quick. And hello and welcome in. Kim is in the house. That is Southern Winter. And our other eagle that I'm aware of is Miss Tiffany. So glad to have those two eagles in the house. All right. And if you're new here, what an eagle is they are a part of my membership team. I don't like using membership and I don't like using the word subscriber. So instead of subscriber, I use Joy Friend or Joy Family. And instead of membership, I call them the Joy Team. And my eagles are my top two tiers on the Joy Team. All right. Oh, yes, Samantha. I would love to see and share out your Boggy Creek blanket. I know you're so proud of those. And I know I enjoy during our play dates watching you work on them. So would love to be able to share those out. Hello, Connie. Welcome into the Joyful House. She says, greetings from me and Charlie. How are you doing today? Doing well. I saw your other message come through. I did not get to listen to it, so I will listen to it afterwards. I'm going to work in the studio a little bit tonight while I hang out with Jen and Ivy over at their houses, and I will get that responded to. Thank you guys for welcoming not only Connie, but everyone in. I appreciate that. And Connie is saying hello. Zach is saying to Kim, call her Samantha, not Sam, or she gets mad. Yes, if I missed that, sorry. Samantha does like to be called Sam. I know her email says Sammy, and I think her Instagram says Sammy or Sam, but she does like and prefer to be called Samantha. And there's our lovely Ivy. Hello, Ivy. I'm going to make sure I get off on time, my friend, so we can come over and hang out at your house. You and Jen are going to keep me company while I get some much needed work done in the studio. Everyone is continuing to say hello to each other. Don't forget, if you'd like to shout your channel out, you can drop the word joy. You can drop the word giggle, and Nightbot will be happy to share a joke with you. And you can also drop weather and your zip code or weather and your city name, and Nightbot will share out the weather where you are. All right. Zach says, I'm a little embarrassed to admit, but they also found out I've got gum disease. It happens, my friend. But again, so grateful that they have caught it and they are going to treat it. Hello, Michelle. Welcome in. How are you? Nugs, nugs. I haven't seen you in a while, so it is really great to have you here in the Joyful House. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you. Kim says she likes the background of yarn, so colorful and pretty. Here on the Joyful Adventures, I do try to change out my background, so y'all be watching. Of course, all the other segments have their, their own unique ones, but here on Joyful Adventures, I do try to change the background to keep it a joyful adventure. Doris says, We've had a few busy, crazy weeks with my pastor's wife. All day Saturday was her celebration of life. Happy for her, but sorry for y'all and your loss and all things with that. First time I was in a procession, then this morning and injured. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, Doris. Well, I hope it's not too serious. Please keep us posted. Kim, if you don't know, you don't know. So Samantha just needs to, kindly say, I prefer being called Samantha, and just give that grace because we don't know, right? And so, for example, I think when I first met her, I was calling her Sammy because that's what her email is, but she does prefer Samantha. And so it happens until we get to know each other. But in life in general, we have to be kind to one another and we have to extend each other grace because none of us are perfect, right? All right. Nightbot says, Samantha, did you know that crocodiles could grow up to 15 feet, but most just have 4? Oh, Nightbot. All right. Looks like Connie's got conditions that are cloudy with a temperature of 56 degrees. And Samantha is cloudy with temperatures of 9 degrees Fahrenheit. OMG, negative 13 degrees Celsius. And the wind is blowing 7 miles an hour. Woo, it is cold, Samantha. Stay warm. Oh my goodness. And Kim looks like she is having partly cloudy temperatures with 53 degrees. It is currently 52 degrees here in Newberry, South Carolina. And I am so ready for spring. But unfortunately, starting tomorrow, as many of you across the states, we have a big wintry blast coming in. And I'm just praying there's none of that white flurry stuff, especially since Mr. Joyful and I are going to have to do some traveling tomorrow. So I'm just praying that it comes, it goes, and it brings spring and warmer weathers in. All right. Dawn says, Cynthia, I finished my homework this morning. That is awesome. I'm going to show tonight what we started and what we're working on. I, of course, have not finished my homework because I enjoyed some time with my parents and then came home and went to bed. But I am hoping to stop in the studio about 9:30 tonight to do my bedtime ritual, which I've been off from because of being sick. And I'm hoping to get a good bit of it done myself. But kudos for you, Dawn. Thank you, Dawn, for your prayers for Doris. I love that. All right. Looks like Pam is having cloudy weather with a temperature of 36. Oh, that's getting even colder. Not as cold as Samantha, but that's cold, y'all. We need some warmer weather. That's what friends do, Zach. So I appreciate you reaching out and sharing that with her. And Dawn is also in South Carolina, and in Myrtle Beach, they have conditions that are clear with a temperature of 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Dawn, did you get some of that that wind that was going on Sunday? We got some wind that was up to 60, 70 miles an hour on Sunday. It was crazy. And it is 7 degrees Fahrenheit where Carla is. That is cold, Carla. Very, very cold. I hope you are staying warm. Michelle says 13 here, but it feels like 7. I'm sure 13 is really, really cold too. Thank you, Dawn. That's so refreshing. She says 30 more days until spring. Counting them down. Oh my gosh. Zach says it is negative 12 degrees Celsius, feels like negative 22 or 10 degrees Fahrenheit, but feels like negative 7. That is cold, my friends, cold. All right. Oh my goodness, where Vicky's at, It is 3 degrees Fahrenheit. You guys, oh, I cannot complain. Oh, it dropped a degree since we started talking about all this. It is now 51 degrees here, but even though I am freezing, I cannot complain because at least I am still in double digits. Yes, Kim, Myrtle Beach is beautiful. Yes, it is. I used to go the first weekend every May for Women of Joy conference, and I've not been able to go the last couple years, and I'm not going to make it this year, but hopefully I can get back into that swing of it next year because we always go to Myrtle Beach. And of course, now when I go see our beautiful Dawn P. Dora says he is doing okay. He snagged his spur on something, but it was a mess. One of the hens got sprayed, but she just got a bath. He is not happy about quarantine to heal. Oh, absolutely not. Dawn says, yes, the siding of the house was whistling all night. Wow, it was crazy. Zach says, can it hurry up, Dawn? Please laugh out loud. I am over snow and cold, right? Tiffany says, okay, I'm done for now. I'm not watching and enjoying some sushi for a late lunch. Maybe she's saying, I'm now watching and enjoying some sushi from a late lunch. Ah, that sounds good. And speaking of which, we have our third eagle in the house. So good to have you here, Tiffany. And guess what? Welcome in, Wanda. That means we now have all 4 eagles in the house. Welcome in, Wanda. And she left a comment. Let me try and go back up and find it. There we go. She says, stopping by to say hello, trying to get things packed up to go home. It's 48 degrees here, according to my truck. We are expecting bad weather tomorrow. I am staying home. Well, I am glad you're staying home because we are in both the Carolinas expecting some bad weather. But Todd and I will be traveling tomorrow, and I'm almost to the bottom of the chat, and I will share that in just a moment. Oh, she says, I am now watching. Gotcha. Me too, Doris. I am very much looking forward to spring. Michelle says, I think I would be thinner if I lived somewhere that I didn't have to put on weight to keep warm. You know what? I have to remember that with my doctor. I'm not putting on weight. I'm just getting fluffy so I can stay warm. Dawn says, yes, Kim, I have not regretted moving here at all. I am not tired tonight, Samantha. I am feeling very well. Very well. Slept very good last night. She says, joy conference sounds delightful. Never going to have enough joy, right? It is. I love the Women of Joy conference. It's got like 10,000 of women all in this conference center. And we spend the weekend praising the Lord. It is just the most amazing weekend. Some really, really meaningful and enlightening speakers. And then, of course, we usually have, someone like Matthew West or one of those big Christian artists come and do a concert. Danny Goki, I think, did the last one I got to attend to. So just love it. Just love it. No, it was Natalie Grant, I think, was there. Anyway, we get to see them all. So it's a lot of fun. Yes, Dawn. She says, Wanda, be safe and warm. Hello, Paula. Welcome into the joyful house. And Miss Linda is with us. Hello, Miss Linda. Nugs. I haven't been able to hug your neck in a while. So good to see you. Thank you, Doris. She says, praying for all of y'all that are facing the bad weather. Thank you for that. Vicky says they're supposed to get a wind chill of -30 tomorrow. Oh, please be careful. Y'all do not go out in it unless you absolutely, absolutely have to. All right, we are at the bottom of the chat. If you guys will be so kind as to drop me some emojis, that way I can find my way back. All right, so let's get some stuff done and caught up. First off, I keep mentioning that tomorrow Todd and I will be traveling. If you will pray for us, we will be on the road tomorrow, have a little over an hour drive one way. So it's not like terribly bad, but his best friend that has been his best friend since he was about 12. He is also the one who introduced Todd and I back in high school. But it turns out that he had not been feeling well. He went to the urgent care and found out he had some kind of virus and was taking antibiotics. But last week he passed out on his porch. And when he woke up, he called the ambulance to come get him. He has been in the hospital for about a week and he got released today into his parents' care. He is our age. And they're not expecting him to live through the weekend. They've given him 6 months to live, but his mom has informed Todd that it doesn't look like he's going to live through the weekend. His body is shutting down. Unfortunately, he has been a heavy drinker for a while and he has cirrhosis of the liver. And so we're basically going to say our final goodbyes. So if you will keep us in prayers, but especially Todd, because like I said, they've been friends since they were, 12, 13. So kind of tough. But anyway, all right. I do not like being sick. Hope it doesn't happen again for a long, long time to come. Never, ever would be great, but we don't always get what we want. But we missed a lot of things during that time. So let's talk about that. Other than like our normal weekly lives, the Joy Team, building special moments with the Joy Team, joyful adventures in crafting, we're just going to keep making those things up as we go. So I'll continue getting everything together. Next week, we'll have our little video where we normally, share everyone's makes and I share a couple bloopers. We will get all that started back next week. Movie night, we will have movie night this Friday. So that means Thursday night, we will have the watch party. If you want to come join us to watch that episode in my private Zoom room, if you've never joined us for a watch party before, all you have to do is email me and I can make sure my email goes across the bottom of the screen here. Just email me and I'll make sure you get that link on Thursday morning. So we'll have that at 7 o'clock Thursday night. And then Friday, we'll come together at 7 for movie night. I am excited, you guys. This Friday is the final episode of our Anne with an E series. However, we still have one more night of trivia after this Friday. Next Friday, we're going to come together and we're going to have trivia. And it's just bonus trivia. It's a chance to win some extra points, some extra tickets before finale night. And those questions are going to come from the intro of Anne with an E. So you can go ahead and start studying up that little intro. If I were you, I would look at it in segments. So each time there's a picture, that's a segment. When the picture changes, a new segment. When the picture changes again, another segment. You also want to listen to the lyrics of the song that plays. So that's where the questions are going to be coming from, is the lyrics and also from the various pictures that, switch back and forth through that intro. And then Friday, March the 7th, that's the first Friday in March, we are going to have finale night. Now, I know normally the first Friday of every month we have bingo, but there's going to be a couple things changing about bingo. So we'll get to that in a minute. But finale night will be Friday, March 7th. So mark your calendars. We will have the finale giveaway from the big giveaway box where you've earned your points and your tickets. And then we're going to have some giveaways from the love ticket box. If you don't know what love tickets are, and especially if you come to movie night, then that means that when we're doing point calculations that you probably leave, but after points have been calculated during movie night, we give out love tickets. And that's where a whole ticket, if your name is chosen, a whole ticket goes into a separate giveaway box. And I have to tell y'all, Mr. Joyful made our big giveaway box. Well, for Valentine's, he wouldn't give me any ideas of what he wanted. Of course, I was just coming off of really being sick. And we got a chance to get out and do some shopping and go check out our Joann's, which is one that is closing. They said it's going to be in a couple months. And Saturday, actually, we went Friday, but Saturday, they were going to be making a decision of when all the discounts would start happening. So we've decided we're going to go back in a couple weeks and check them out. But while we were there, he found another chest. And I said, nope, I'm going to get that for you as your Valentine's present. But I still want him to come up with something else, because I don't think it's fair that he's getting something for Valentine that he's making for the channel, but he's making another small giveaway box for that love ticket box. So I'm excited, and it kind of matches the big giveaway one. So can't wait for him to finish that and bring that in, maybe by the time we get to the next series. But anyway, so finale night is March the 7th, and we are so excited. Got a lot of fun things that will be given away during that time. And if you've not joined us for movie night, I pray you'll come this Friday and join into the fun, because it is a lot of fun. And if you don't want to participate, fine. Bring your project and come. There's always room for joy and fellowship. All right, let's see. What else did we miss? Oh, we missed bingo. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. We missed Real Delight. So as you know, usually the first Friday of every month after bingo, we have what's called Real Delight on Friday night, and that's where we show a movie. Our Valentine movie was supposed to be Ever After with Drew Barrymore and Angelica Houston. Was so sad that I could not get up and come do that with y'all, but we are going to make it up. We are going to make it up on Friday, March the 7th, after finale night, because finale night is just going to be about pulling the names and finding out who our giveaway winners are. And so when that is over, we're going to do Ever After following that at the normal time of 8:30. So if you want to join me for that, all you have to do is email me at the email address growing across the bottom of the screen, or in the next day or two, I'm going to be putting out a post, as I normally do, as a reminder. And you can let me know there, or you can just simply email me. You will not receive those links until the morning of Real Delight on Friday night. That way you don't have to search through your emails for them. And I usually have those out by 9 o'clock in the morning. So if you don't have it by lunchtime, definitely send me an email letting me know, hey, I haven't got this. Because I always love accountability. All right, bingo. Let's talk about bingo. And then I think that catches us up with everything. Once Upon a Storybook did not happen this past Sunday. Again, I spent very, very little time Sunday night in the studio, just making sure I had the Joy Team and this live up for you guys to receive your notification, and that's it. So I will resume Once Upon a Storybook this weekend on Sunday, and guess what? We are starting book 3 of Anne of Green Gables. So I am so excited. In fact, I have it right here, and it's called Anne of the Island. So if you've not been listening to those Once Upon a Story books, they are in a playlist on the channel. So you can go back and listen to them. I have a lot of folks who tell me that they enjoy listening to that as they're working on their projects. And so That makes me so excited. It makes my heart smile, but I'm excited to get the third book started. So bingo. We have been doing, since we began doing it, bingo the first Friday of every month. Well, I've been participating in a couple bingos lately, and I kind of like the way our friends have been doing theirs. And I have talked to all of them and let them know that I'm thinking about changing the format of mine. And so I have made the decision that I am going to change things up a little bit. So we're going to go, instead of having bingo the first Friday of every month and having only 2 winners, we are going to start doing it once a quarter and having multiple games. So I will probably have about 4 to 5 prizes of my own. And if anybody wants to volunteer and donate some, then we'll have extra games based upon those donations. But if not, then we'll have at least 4 or 5 games that one night. On the Friday nights of the first month, the first Friday of the first, I can't talk. I'm so excited. My brain's going 1,000 miles a minute, trying to make sure I remember everything. The first Fridays of the months that we're not having bingo, we are going to still have Real Delight, but instead of starting at 8:30, it will probably start at 8 o'clock. And so that way we'll be finishing up about 9:30. And of course, all my times for all of my events are Eastern Standard Time. So you'll have to figure out what time that is if you are not Eastern Standard Time. And bingo will still start at 7 p.m. And I'm thinking that I'm going to put a poll on the post to see if you would like that to fall at the first month of the quarter, the second month of the quarter, or the last month of the quarter. So I'm going to get that out this week. And so be sure and go put your vote in, because your vote will count and it will matter. And it will determine on when we have our next bingo. All right. So stay tuned for that update. I think that catches us up with everything as far as channel lives and videos go. Bible chats will start again this coming Friday. We are still continuing to do 1st and 2nd Samuel. Yeah. Joy Team, I am praying that I will get those tea parties started up. I have got lots of material to share with y'all. So hope those will definitely get started very, very soon. Thank you for the grace of not having one in quite some time. All right, Eagles, I will be announcing soon our next Soaring with the Eagles Live, and Joyriders, I will also be announcing soon when our next Joyride is going to be. All right. Hopefully by the end of this week, I will have everything caught up and everything where it needs to be. All right. I'm going to do one more thing, then I'm going to check the chat, and then we're going to go to the wheel. Oh, no, I'm going to show you some makes first, and then we'll go to the wheel. All right. The next thing is we have had several birthdays over the time that I've been out, and I honestly cannot remember all of them. We still haven't celebrated our own son's birthday. Andrew celebrated his birthday on February the 2nd. And of course, that was right at the beginning of when I started getting sick. So we still have that to celebrate with him. But let's sing happy birthday to all of our friends who have been celebrating birthdays in the month of February. Cherysse is the only one that I know that has a birthday this week, and it is this Sunday, the 23rd. If you have a birthday and you don't think I know it, please email me at that email going across the bottom of the screen, so that not only I can shout you out and celebrate with all of our friends on your special day on a post, but we can also dance for you here on the channel during the week of your birthday throughout all the lives. All right. So if you will, join me in singing happy birthday to our Joy friends. All right. As you can see, I just put our joy word for this live up on the screen, and normally I do not say anything. I just put it up, but since we've not been together in quite some time and we have several new family members, I want to just go ahead and take this time to remind everybody about the joy word. In every live, except for those that are recognizing someone with some kind of recognition, you will always find a joy word, whether it's an uploaded video or a live. If you use that joy word in a sentence, yes, let's make sure I had the right one, in a sentence, in the comments after the live or in the comments of the uploaded video, then you will get an entry to go onto a giveaway wheel. Then if you tell me something specific that you liked about that video or that live, then you'll get a second entry. Now, you guys, just to be fair, you need to tell me something a little bit more specific than, Cynthia, I liked, you reading us a story. Okay. In storybook adventures, I always read a story. So I need something a little bit more. One comment someone told me is they love the expressions that I use, the action that I make with my face during some of the, the storytelling. Some actually point out a character and something funny they said, or they pull out a character and how they relate with that or that situation. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I know with Bible study, a lot of times I get the feedback, I enjoy you sharing Jesus with us. Well, I hope I always share Jesus with you, but I'm looking for something a little bit more specific in order for that to count. So another way you can get an entry on the wheel is if you send me in pictures of your finished makes, then you will also get an entry on the wheel. Even though YouTube is really encouraging us to set goals to receive super stickers and super chats, that is not something that I normally ask for. Maybe down the road, I might set a goal, especially if I'm going to be doing a lot more bingo and it's going to be more than just the Amazon gift cards. I may start, setting a goal for the lives just to help get a little bit of help with shipping, because shipping is crazy. But if you should do a super sticker or super chat, then you also get an entry for each dollar you give. And same thing if you gift a membership, you also will receive an entry for each dollar spent on that. But that is what the joy word is all about. So now that we're back into the swing of things, I will not be zoning in on that word like I have today. But I do want to definitely extend back the grace that you guys give to me, especially with 3 weeks of being away from the channel. It's only fair that I give it back to you guys. So I hope you're catching that joy word, and I look forward to seeing all of your comments. And just so you know, the comments not only help the channel out, but they do help me out in getting to know you better. I have learned a lot about you guys, some of what your favorite colors are. If you have pets, I've learned, what some of your favorite yarns are. I've learned about things that you like to collect. I know whether you like spring or fall. So I'm learning a lot about each of you. And so I'm very appreciative for that. I do also want to share in just a minute when we go to the wheel that some of you are going to be receiving entries for all the times that I had to put up something just reminding y'all that I'm under the weather, not feeling well. For each one of you who left an encouraging comment or a prayer, you're also going to get an entry on the wheel. I've also decided that, we put out the post wishing everyone a happy birthday or welcoming them into the Joy family or welcoming them in or back to the Joy team. Every time you do that and you welcome them in and help them feel extra special, as all of you are, then you also are going to be getting an entry on the wheel every month, because I feel that when we encourage and lift one another up, it should be rewarded. So I want you to know that I see you, I hear you, and I would like to recognize you. All right. So is that everything now? Let's look at some finished makes and some not finished makes. Then we're going to go to the wheel, and then we're going to get ready to, go hang out at Jen and Ivy's house. So the only thing that I have that's completed right now, I actually completed it just before I got sick. But Missy from Missy's Crochet Nook, she did a member live, and she taught us how to make her Missy Friendship beanie. And you guys, I love this. I use this kind of stone wash blue yarn, and I think it came out really nice. I told Missy that I'm such a tight crocheter, you guys. So I sometimes have to extend and add to my projects in order for them to work and fit. And so even though I don't have a very big crown, when I did the 2 rows of her beanie as she taught, it came right about halfway across my ear. And so I did 1 more of that pattern rows so that it would completely cover my ears, because if my head's cold and my feet are cold, then I'm freezing. So, but isn't that pretty, you guys? I love that. And I want to make that in a couple different colors, and I want to try it in more variegated. I want to try it in solids. And since it's a friendship beanie, as I get them done, I may very well use some of those for the bingo prizes or just do a random giveaway. But as a friendship beanie, I definitely want to share them out. So Missy, thank you so much for sharing this with us. I enjoyed it, and I am going to enjoy wearing this one. All right. Stranger Things blanket. I know many of you are wanting to know the progress on the Stranger Things blanket. Well, we all know where I've been the last 3 weeks. I don't have to keep saying it. Nothing has happened on the Stranger Things blanket, but I am 3 rows, y'all, 3, uno, dos, tres, rows away from completing that next white section of the Stranger Things blanket. So hopefully I will have some progress to show y'all come next week. All right. I do have another finished project to show you. This will not showcase until the first Monday in March. It's about a week, maybe 2 weeks later than we normally do. But again, we're playing catch up. So I gave the Joy team a little bit of extra time because we missed a couple of our lives and I couldn't finish the mystery make along with them. But we just finished our our January mystery make along. And so I want to show you my completed ones, but we will have the showcase, like I said, the first Monday in March. All right. But we made baskets. And this is a Tiffany Hansen basket. So I will make sure later tonight that I have Tiffany's channel link and the link to this tutorial in the description box. But we thoroughly enjoyed making these. And this was the one that I made with the Joy team. And this is the one I made as the prototype. I always make a prototype of whatever mystery make-along project we're making. This one, I made it a little bit bigger because I actually started working on this the beginning of December. And I had it actually done before January and before we started. But I made it a little bit bigger. But here are the 2 of them side by side. And again, this is a Tiffany Hansen project. And I am excited to share that link with you. If you're not part of Tiffany's family, I really encourage you to go join it. Give her some joy thumbs. She is a lovely, lovely gal. All right. I'm going to give you a sneak peek at their February mystery make along. We're just getting started, so we don't have a lot done. But so far, this is what it looks like. And I'm going to show you every week. I know I haven't been. I've been making you wait until the showcase, but I'm going to start showing you every week the progress that we make. And you can be free to guess what you think it is, But of course, I will not reveal what it is until they find out they've completed it and we're getting ready to do the showcase. But anyway, so this is what we have so far. There is a second panel that will be identical. That's all I've gotten done on that one. So let me know. What do you think their mystery make-along is? This is our, oh goodness, I'm losing count. I don't like being out of the studio because then I really forget things. We are starting, this is, oh, y'all help me. I think it's project number 8. This is our 8th mystery make-along. It's so hard to believe we've been doing this for almost a year. But anyway, so I look forward to seeing what you think it's going to be. The last thing I have to share with you right now is not a project yet, but I did win something from Mishy's Crochet Nook, and it arrived Saturday, I believe, and I opened it last night on our member live, so she got to see me open it. But this yarn actually came from her homeland in Germany. So how exciting is that? But look at these colors, you guys. Isn't that just gorgeous? There's a lot of red in there, and down in the center, I see some dark royal purple in there. It's got some glitter, as you can see. And it is part of it says picktheyarn.com. And it's got Anna's name on there. And I don't want to mispronounce it, but I think it's Sikowska. And then there's a breakdown here of all that's in it. And it says it's a medium gold, and it's got, it says 143% cotton, 43% acrylic. It looks like 9% polyester and 5% polyamide. Now I know we go by like 100%, so I don't know like what the 143, what that means, but it says here 50% cotton and 50% acrylic. It's 1,000 meters and about 270 grams. So I asked them last night what they think I should make with it. And I asked my mom and dad what they thought I should make with it. And they gave me their suggestion, but I will wait and share their suggestion next week because I want to see what you suggest first. All right. I think the last thing we have to do is our wheel. So let me go check the chat and then we will go over and do the wheel. Okay. And as always, I have to apologize to Ivy and Jen for running over. All right, let me go look for your emojis that you left me, and there they are. Thank you to all of you that left them. I was able to find my spot right away. Let's see. And I see Miss Paula. She is celebrating 16 months on the Joy team. Miss Paula, thank you so much for your love and support. And this is for you. Wrong one. All right. Right, Dawn? Trying so hard not to give apples. If you're new to our channel, on movie night one night, I read a question and I gave the answer. And so the answer was apple. So from there on, every time I spill the beans about something I'm not supposed to, it's called an apple. And so they love it when I drop apples, especially on the mystery make-along. There's our sweet Mishy. She says, hello, everyone. Nugs from the frozen Oklahoma tundra. Oh, Mishy, love you. So glad you're here. Right, Dawn? Stay warm, Mishy. A lot of our friends are experiencing some really, really cold weather, so please stay warm. Mishy said, just finished a sweater for little Amelia. She loves her doggy sweaters. Oh, so sweet. Mishy, please share some pictures with me so I can share them out next Tuesday. She says, I finished all of my homework from last night. Well, you have done more than I have. So I will definitely get mine all done. In fact, that's probably what I'm going to pack and take and do on our trip tomorrow. All right. Oh, Kim, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Kim, this is for you. All right. And I saw someone saying hello to Margie, and I have missed her coming in, but hello, Margie, and welcome to the Joyful House. Nugs, nugs. Dora says she loves that book. Well, we are reading it, and I cannot wait, especially since I feel like they rushed the end of the series, but as we know, they were planning to have another season, and then they weren't able to do the production. So the books will reveal what the series doesn't. And who knows, maybe later on they'll finish the series. That would be awesome. Kim says so many things. Oh my goodness. Oh, Jen's already gone. I'm going to hurry so we can go over there. Tiffany says, don't worry, Kim. She makes an announcement at every live. I do. I really try to. And you guys, I know some of you are not used to going over and checking out the post, but on my channel, the post will always keep you informed and keep you in line on what's going on and when you need to put in bingo numbers or send me an email for this or that. So I do a lot of reminders on my post. Since they call it post now instead of community tab, I'm still getting used to that. That was something that changed during that time when I was sick. So, all right. Michelle says, I still owe you some hand spun. Could you please send me your address? Absolutely, my beautiful friend. I will do that. Pam says, I've made a few of the friendship beanies from Mishy and I love them. Right? Right? I love them too. And I think it would be perfect to give some of them away. Not some, all of them, except for this one. My very first one I want to keep. So I have it from Mishy. But the others I want to give them all away. Yeah, thank you, Dawn. She is correcting me. See, y'all, I need accountability. This is our 7th project that we'll be doing. Thank you, Dawn. Mwah. I love you for keeping me straight and reminding me how much longer we have until spring. You guys, where would I be without her? And those of you that remind me to hydrate, which, by the way, I haven't done the entire time. I am not drinking any tea tonight. I am drinking straight water. Trying to get my body fully hydrated from all that it lost during those couple weeks. All right. Let's see. Oh, Kim says, wait, the second panel has to be the same color. I thought it was the different main color. No. Oh, sorry. Yes, it has to be the same color. You're literally mimicking the panels. So they have to be identical. Sorry. Samantha says, love it. Doris says, wow. I think you're talking about the Mishy yarn. So yummy looking. Yes. Kim says, apples for everyone. Tiffany says, I know you just made a shawl, but I think that would make a beautiful shawl like the ones Margie makes. Her shawls always have such a nice transition with the colors. It would make a beautiful shawl. All right. Okay, we're at the bottom of the chat. So let's get the wheel pulled up. And while I'm doing that, I just want to do another big shout out to our new Joy family members. We have 3 that have come on since I was last on, and that is Shirley Cook and Mominator Judy and Deb. Is it Morgana? I don't want to mispronounce it. Y'all know how important names are to me. But so glad to have them as part of the Joy family. We do have a couple Joy team members that have come back, and we've got Dawn P, we've got Kim with Southern Winter, we've got Ivy with Ivy B Creates, Sandra with Scandalous Crochet, Sandrine with Purple Crochet and More with Dreeny, China the Crochet Queen, Pam with Be Creative Crafts, and Mork and Mandy. And then we have 2 new Joy team members. We have Angel Krause, and we have Demetra with the Naked Snail. And right before we sign off tonight, we're going to have 5 new members, because that's right. I'm going to go ahead and pick 5 people tonight to gift membership, so they can maybe come join us in on this fun and exciting mystery make-along that we're doing. All right. Let me share screen here. So the names that I am adding tonight are names that needed to be added to this wheel. And after we spin it and pick our winner, then we'll add the names for February up to date. All right, let's add our names, then we'll spin the wheel, and then I will let the winner pick between 2 prizes. All right. So, got quite a few to add here since we've been unfortunately out for 3 weeks. All right. And I'm going to cheat as much as I can and copy and paste. So the first person going on the wheel is Kim with Southern Winter. And she actually has 9 entries. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Next, we have Sanja. And Sanja, well, it's not letting me copy. Okay, there we go. Sanja has 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, and it skipped a space, 4. All right. Next, we have Miss Paula. And Miss Paula has 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next, we have Angela Wright. And Angela has 8 entries. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Next is Dawn P. And she has 4. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Next is Miss Vicky with a Y, and she had 1. Next is Miss Kate, and she had 3. So 1, 2, and 3. All right. Next is Miss Terry, and she's with Crafty Tea. And next is Miss Wanda. And Miss Wanda has 10 entries. So 1, 2, 3, 4, whoops, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next is Miss Vicky Oodles. And she has 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Next is Samantha. And Samantha has 10 entries. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next is Miss Chandra, and she has 2 entries. And next is Miss China, and she has 2 entries. And next is Miss Carla, and she has 6 entries. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And next is Miss Jen, and she has 1 entry. Next is Miss Gwen. She has 1 entry. Denny has 1 entry. Suzanne G has 1 entry. Nisi has 1 entry. Doris Artman has 1 entry. Darcia has 1 entry. Liz has 1 entry. Taffy has 1 entry. Sunita has 1 entry. Uriel has 2 entries. Zach has an entry. Ivy has an entry. Mara has 4 entries. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and Laura has 1 entry. And so that completes everything from January that I got behind on. And some of these might be February's, but I did start with the last few lives that I did in February, and all of those are going to go on the wheel after we spin. So let's go ahead and give these a good shuffle. As you can see, we can't even see the names on there anymore. And it says we have a total of 391 entries on the wheel. All right. So Dawn is back with us. She said, sorry, got an important phone call. Absolutely understand. Here we go. Let's see who our winner is. Look, everyone. And our January winner is Samantha. So congratulations, Samantha. So Samantha, you have a choice to make, and you'll just need to send me an email and let me know which one you want. But you can either receive a $10 Amazon gift card, and I know that you are trying to save up for something special on Amazon, but you might, because you're also making a bunch of blankets, especially for Boggy Creek, may want the other option as well. So I look forward to seeing which one you want, but you can either have a $10 Amazon gift card, or you can receive this Care-On Skinny Cake. This is a new colorway. Now the Care-On Skinny Cakes are not new, but this particular colorway is a new colorway, and it is called Grape Raisin. And this is the color that it is. So it's a lot of blues and kind of lavenders and purples, and then of course like an off-white in there. So you'll have to let me know which one you want, the Care-On cake or the Amazon gift card. All right, so let me put our wheel back up real quick, and we're going to remove that, but we're also going to remove all the names. That was for January. And let's go ahead and add the names that I have for February. And this is why I've decided to include like all the birthdays and all of that if you say happy birthday to someone, because of the fact that I haven't had a lot of videos and lives in February because of being ill. So anyway, but let's go ahead and add the names that I do have. So Wanda, and next time we come, our wheel will be a little bit different as far as the colors go. All right, so Wanda now has 9 entries to go on. Whoops, I took that away. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Next is Kim, and Kim has 8 entries. So 1, 2, and I'm not going to remove that because we are not spinning the wheel right now. I'm not sure why it did that, but my cursor might have been over it. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Next, Miss Kate has 1. Angela Wright. And since I have a couple Angelas, I got to make sure I put her last initial. She has 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, Miss Paula has 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And I did not capitalize those. Sorry, Miss Paula. All right. Next is Samantha. And she has 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next is Miss Carla. She has 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next is Miss Tina with Camper 14. And she has 2. And actually, I don't need to put that because I've got it recorded in my book. So, oh, I made it go away. Let's just do this. 1 and 2. And next is Miss Sanja. And Miss Sanja has 4 entries. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And our last name until next week is Miss Vicky Oodles. And she has 2 entries. So 1, 2. All right. So those are the names for our February wheel so far. So let's get those saved. And we'll add more next week. All right. So I'm trying to get the live pulled back up here. All right, let me check the chat and then we're going to gift 5 memberships real quick. Yes, you did, Samantha. So congratulations. You'll need to let me know if you want the $10 Amazon gift card or if you want the grape raisin Caron Simply skinny cake. So let me know which one you want. All right. Hello, Nisi. Welcome in. She says swinging by to give you a hello and a thumbs up. Well, thank you for that joy thumb. Appreciate that. And I'm going to give you a great big nug around the neck. All right. All right. Let's go gift 5 memberships. And let's see who gets chosen. And again, I want to thank Kim again for her super sticker super chat. Kim, those entries will get added next Tuesday. So we'll definitely get those added on. And oh my gosh, we had something else happen that I didn't see. So we have someone else to celebrate. All right, but first let's see who are, and I just messed up my screen. So I lost the video. So let me see if I can get it pulled back up and see who got chosen. And we'll welcome them in. All right, let's see. It was Candy, congratulations, Chandra and Suzanne and Liz and Divergent Crafter. Well, welcome to all of them. I know that Candy and Suzanne have been a part of the Joy team before, so welcome back. All right, let's do a little bit of dancing for them, shall we? All right. And then I missed this earlier, so please forgive me, but Michelle joined the Joy team. So let's welcome her as well. And also, earlier we mentioned that we had 3 new Joy family members to the channel. They are new to the channel, so we want to welcome them as well. All right, I'm making sure that I'm not missing anything. All right. I think we got it all. So we're going to do one final joy dance for Samantha being our January giveaway winner. And then I want to do a joy dance for all of you because of all the joy that you fill my heart with and the Joyful House. And I just want to joy dance because it is so great to be back with you guys. I have truly, truly missed you. So let's all do the joy dance real quick. All right. And you know what? I still have the joy wheel up. So Kim, we're going to go ahead and add your super sticker, super chat to it real quick since I still have it up. So she did a super sticker, super chat of $4.99. So that has earned her 5 entries. So let me just get those on real quick. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then, of course, all of you that have sent me pictures in for me to share, we will add your entries for those next week when I actually have it ready to share. All right. I think we have everything done. We crammed a lot from missing 3 weeks into one night, and I think we did pretty good. All right. All right. Thank you guys for welcoming all of our new members, our new Joy Team members. Again, congratulations to Samantha for being our January winner. So sorry that we're so late doing that, but I have no plans whatsoever to get sick again. Sanja says, plus a snowstorm is coming. Oh, you guys be so careful out there. Tiffany says, oh goodness, Sanja, today was not the day to leave the house. I am so sorry. Hope the storm heading your way isn't too bad. Absolutely. I hope everyone stays safe and warm. Angela says, I've enjoyed being in your live. Good night, everyone. Stay safe. Good night, Angela. Mwah. Thank you for being here. Tiffany, after all the flooding, it really is the last thing we need. Absolutely. You know, just what? Yesterday, you guys had lost power. So, oh, Sanja, y'all be careful, please. All right. Thank you guys so much for being in the Joyful House. I truly appreciate it. Nugs and joy to all of you. Be joyful. And I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday if I don't see you throughout the week at all the other events we got going on here in the Joyful House this week. All right, you guys. Don't forget, if you go over to Jen and Ivy's, be sure and do a joy raid and give them lots of thumbs up. All right. I love you, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.